Good.
And now, the Corry Federal Credit Union presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack football play-by-play on the Channel 98.9 sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Panama Auto Center, J. Edwards Insurance, Becker's Company General Store, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, White Land Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, Utegg's Body Shop, J.H. Napa Auto Parts, Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Clymer Hardware and Home Center, Mosier's Carpeting, John Wiggers and Son, Keo Vlogs, and Feelin Saucy, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. And now the Corry Federal Credit Union pregame show.
Good evening, Wolfpack fans, and welcome to tonight's broadcast between the Catt Little Valley Timberwolves and the CSP Wolfpack taking place out in Cattaraugus, New York. This is Andy Bemis, and on the call today with me, I've got Doc Doink. How are we doing today, Doc?
Hey, just terrific. Really great to be with you, Andy.
Yeah, we got a beautiful night for football. It's about one of the last days of September. It's about 70 degrees. Should be no rain tonight. There's really no wind. The drive out to Cattaraugus was beautiful tonight. We got a nice backdrop, and couldn't ask for a better night for some football.
They really do have some pristine football facilities over here in Catt County. Randolph is really nice. Ellicottville is really nice. Salamanca is really nice. It's just really a very, very picturesque place. And Cattaraugus has been a pretty friendly host to us over the past few years. Not very many times has CSP come home with a loss hung on them when we come over here.
Yeah, and CSP now with a record of 4-0 on the year, 2-0 in the division, most importantly, and with two really strong wins over Class C opponents, beating Southwestern 38-3 in Week 1, and then last week beating a Faulkner Cassadaga Valley Maple Grove team 44-21, and in a game they completely dominated against a pretty good opponent last week.
Yeah, and I think CSP's played a really tough schedule. I mean, Southwestern, they handled them relatively easily in the first game of the season, and that is only Southwestern's only loss on the season. So really nice win for CSP. I really like the direction they're headed in, and we got to put everything together and gain some momentum for the playoffs coming up here in a couple, 3 weeks, as well as Franklinville-Ellicottville, which is a big game left on the schedule.
Yeah, and tonight's opponent here, the Catt Little Valley Timberwolves, have been trying to rebuild for a couple of years now. Having another tough season. They're 0-4 on the year and have yet to score, or only scored 14 points so far this year. And a young and kind of inexperienced squad they're taking on. And but nonetheless, this is a big Class D game because it's looking like that last week at Franklinville-Ellicottville is going to be a big game and might decide the division, assuming that Franklinville-Ellicottville takes care of Randolph, and that basically that team in CSP will probably be playing for the number 1 seed.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think Randolph is going to be much better in the playoffs than they were. I think that was our second, maybe third game of the season. Second game, I think.
Yep.
Really good game, well played by both teams. But Randolph was young. They played a number of 10th graders, and those same 10th graders in their 7th or 8th game, as opposed to their first or second game, are going to be a different group of guys. So I anticipate Randolph to be really tough, and I know that Franklinville-Ellicottville, we got to call them FE. I'm so sick of saying Franklinville-Ellicottville 9,000 times.
Call them the Titans.
We're going to call them something shorter so I can get that out. But I do think that's going to be for the league title and will be critical to be in the opposite side of the bracket of them come playoff time as well.
Yeah, and to kind of highlight the season so far for CSP, Tate Katniss has been the trigger man this year, going on from last year too, and he has had just a terrific year so far this year. Pulling up his stats now, he's 56 of 82 for 724 yards, 10 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. But not only is he a passer, he's also a runner, leading the team with 297 yards rushing on the ground and 4 touchdowns. And receiving, Bryce Hinsdale and Carter Brink have been the big two this year. Bryce Hinsdale, 30 catches, 284 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Carter with 12 catches, 203 yards, and 2 touchdowns himself. And, Doc, we're kind of getting used to CSP offenses just being explosive, and the junior trio has kept that going this year.
Oh, that's for sure, and I'll throw Alex Barmore into the mix there too. Even though he isn't targeted as much as what I would like to see, I think he's really a terrific threat. He is a fabulous blocker as well. But yes, those three juniors are just really solid skill position players, and the dual threat that Tate brings into the recipe is really makes it tough to defend. And he's a good-sized kid too. I think they list him at 6'2", 205, and I really don't think that's too exaggerated.
Yeah, Alex Barmore, third leading receiver this year, 9 catches, 173 yards, and 1 touchdown. And right now the introductions are happening. CSP has just been introduced, and now waiting on the Timberwolves and their team here. And with this part of the pregame show, we're going to go ahead and thank our title sponsors for this year.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play. CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports.
Welcome back to tonight's broadcast here as the Timberwolves are now taking the field. We'll just be awaiting the national anthem and the captains to determine the coin toss and see if we're going to see an offense here. So, Doc, what are your keys to the game tonight?
My keys to the game are trying to figure out a way to announce the entire game because I think it's going to be a blowout right from the get-go. This is an announcer's nightmare. We're pretty good, and they're not very good, and it's just going to be a tough night, but we will try to make the broadcast interesting for the fans, and we really appreciate all the fans that are out there listening to us and that call in. It's a lot of fun for us, and hopefully it's some fun for them as well.
Well, we can discuss the Ryder Cup and the absolute embarrassment that was today over in Rome today as the Americans kind of got their butts kicked, and I think Zach Johnson's going to be under a microscope there. Or we can talk about your terrible wedge game too, Doc, one of the two. Players are taking the field here, and I agree, Doc. For this one, I think this is actually what I call a kind of a program. And actually, we're going to take a small break here for the national anthem. And welcome back, Wolfpack fans. And, as we're talking about the keys to the game today, Doc, I think this is a big game for the second and third string. The guys who don't get a ton of playing time, they're going to play 2+ quarters tonight potentially. And, if you're a guy who's been practicing all year, you've been doing passing camp and you've been attending off-season stuff. And, this is an opportunity to kind of show yourself, for next year potentially. If you're a junior and looking for a starting spot next year and to kind of impress the coaches in a game where you're going to get some extended playing time. out there tonight. So, I think this is kind of if I'm on the, second, third string, I'm really looking forward to this game and hoping to play, 2+ quarters.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, Andy. Ty Harper's always been a great sportsman. We realistically could beat this team by as much as we want to beat them by, but he's always been very civilized on that front, and there's a great deal of appreciation for that. But, yes, the 2s and 3s are going to see a lot of playing time tonight, and maybe even, as you mentioned earlier, the running clock might make the second half go really fast.
Yeah, tonight's captains for the game has been the same all year. Number 53, Grant Lictus. Number 58, Caden Beckrink. Number 9, Devin Johnson. And number 7, John Watson. A quartet of seniors out there representing the CSP today as the captains are out there for the coin toss right now. And we'll shortly know who's going to start with the ball, who's going to kick off today. And, look, he's talking about the game today, like I said, the second, third stringers, it's going to be a big opportunity for it, and they might see action in the first quarter tonight. We'll kind of see how this goes. But last week, Catt Little Valley played Randolph and was on the unfortunate side of a 70-0 burger. Kind of like the Miami Dolphins and the Broncos. Like it wasn't very close. So, and it looks like CSP has won the toss. And they have elected to receive, so we're going to see that high-powered CSP offense to start the game today. And with Tate Cattonese leading it, and the receivers Bryce Hinsdale, Alex Barmore, Carter Brink, and Bryce Posker and Devin Johnson in the backfield. And one thing I'd like to highlight, I thought last week, was really impressive, and it's not on the stat sheet anywhere, was the fullback, Devin Johnson. He is a fantastic blitz pick-upper in the fullback, and that's a really critical position because Ty Harper likes to send out 5 receivers or 4 receivers, and he kind of leaves, just the 5 offensive linemen alone. And Devin Johnson really did a nice job last week sticking his head in there and picking up free blitzers coming through, and I was really impressed with his game last week.
And I think he's really tough on defense as well, kind of an unsung hero. Coach Payne has done a really great job with the defensive unit this year, and they tackle in packs of wolves, as I like to say, 2-3 guys on every tackle, and it's tough to find individual standouts. But, I thought the Johnson kid was really tough in the games that I've done, as well as Colin Ryan. I think he is really a gamer and has a nose for the football. So, we're looking forward to all sorts of good things on both sides. All 3 phases of the game. The kicking game is going to be good with Bryce Hinsdale leading the way, but the offense, the defense, the kicking game, I think you're going to see significant contributions from all 3 phases against this squad tonight.
Yeah, and, talking about small is we probably have 5 times the number of kids on our sideline as the Timberwolves do. Here's the kickoff here. Looks like Carter Brink and Jordan Mescal deep. And it looks like it's going to be a kick down to about the 15, and it's going to go out of bounds there for a penalty. So I think the CSP offense will take over at their own 35-yard line.
Yeah, that you never know how that football is going to bounce, and it turned out to be an excellent decision. But he was waiting on about the 15-yard line, maybe. Yeah, I think that's where the flag is on the 17. And about the time that ball would have bounced the other way, that's a live ball. Could have been a Catt Little Valley recovery, or certainly a bad drive start for CSP on their first possession. But the ball did bounce out of bounds. That is a penalty, and I believe it's on the 30 or 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Wolfpack.
Tate Cattonese bringing out the offense right here, huddling up. Be interesting to see if they stick with the no-huddle offense today. That's what we're known for most of the time, but Coach Harper might want some more time of possession offense today. But looks like Tate Cattonese is going to start this game under center. We're kind of waiting for the officials here. I'm not sure it's taking so long. I think they have the Catt Little Valley football. This is a pretty simple penalty in my world, Doc, so we're already behind the 8 ball here.
We're not going to be home till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
We're going to see the Ryder Cup pairings.
Well, you know what? I'm going to stay up for well, they're already out, Doc. We can actually watch the action.
That's right. Yeah, they'll be
Tate Cattonese is going to start under center here. He's going to have Posker and Johnson in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep to Posker off the left side. He's got some blocks out there across 35, across the 40. He's got a lane open, 50. 40, down the other sideline. He's going to clear the 30. He's going to go all the way for a touchdown. Opening play, 65 yards. Bryce Posker is going to score, and 11 seconds in, it is 6-0, Doc. This might be worse than we thought.
Yeah. Well, Very rarely do any of my prognostications pan out, but I got that one. Just a typical toss sweep to the left side, very well blocked, man on man. Posker scampered down the far sideline, nary a hand placed on him, and now Bryce Hinsdale is going to be attempting the extra point.
Yeah, and, the kick is up, and the kick appears to be good. And with 11 seconds in the game, we're actually going to send this to our sponsors with the Wolfpack up 7-0.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
And welcome back to Cattaraugus Valley, where the Wolfpack wasted no time. One play, 65-yard touchdown run. Bryce Posker, and I don't think he was even touched on that play, Doc.
No, and just basic simple football, too. Just a simple toss sweep, well blocked, scampered down the far sideline, nary a hand placed on him. 7-zip Wolfpack.
Bryce Hinsdale here for the kickoff. Return men are down to the 5-yard line as Bryce approaches the football here. It's a nice kick down to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be caught there at the 15, taken across the 20, and then it's going to be met there by, looks like, number 51 there for the Wolfpack, and that is Jaden Malecki, the senior, and the Timberwolves are going to start from, looks like, their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, really nice kick coverage on the part of the Wolfpack. Pretty poor field position for the Timberwolves. It's just a question, whether they're going to be able to make a first down as far as I'm concerned, and I'm willing to bet they won't.
Yep, and I wouldn't take your bet on that one, Doc. That's going to be some pretty good yards. Timberwolves going to come out here, and they're going to have split receivers, one to the right, one to the left. Looks like the quarterback is going to be number 3, Matt Benzel today. He's going to start in the shotgun with 2 backs flanked outside of him. Waiting for the count here. Wolfpack in the normal 4-4 defense. Quarterback takes the snap. It's going to be run up the middle, and that's going to be stuffed for about maybe 1 yard. As the Wolfpack defense is right there, no gain on the play, maybe 1.
Yeah, just very well defended by the middle of the Wolfpack defense. Again, that characteristic gang tackling. There were 2, 3, 4 kids in on that tackle. They gave him a yard, and that was generous spot.
Yeah, Travis Owens there in the middle, and I believe number looks like a usual 44. And I apologize, I don't think I pronounced his last name correctly. Tony Sapello. And defensive ends, Alex Barmore, Devin Johnson, really stout defensive line, do a nice job. A little lighter, not the biggest defensive line, but very aggressive, very good. Going to have a pistol formation here, 2 backs in the backfield with Benzo. He's going to have 2 backs, 1 receiver right, 1 left, shotgun. He's going to be a toss sweep out to the left side, and he's actually going to gain maybe 2 yards and then brought down by, looks like that is number 18, I believe, and that is Dalton Richer, the senior. And that's going to be a gain of 2, 3rd and 7 for the Timberwolves coming up.
Yes, he came up from his defensive back position. He obviously has pass first responsibilities, but he read run with the toss sweep. He came up very quickly and made a really solid, sure tackle on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Yeah, an interesting wrinkle I've noticed the last couple of weeks is on obvious passing situations, actually Richard comes off the field, and number 10, Carter Brink, actually takes over him at safety here. Timberwolves, same formation, 1 receiver right, 1 left, shotgun, pistol formation, 2 backs with Benzel back there. CSP showing pressure. Benzel's going to take it right on option plays. He's got a little room right there, and immediately met by, looks like, number 54, Colin Ryan. He is going to gain maybe a yard, no gain actually on the play. Timberwolves looking like they're going to have to punt on their opening possession.
Correction on that play, Beamer. He had no room. There was no room. Really well defended by the Wolfpack defense. It's 4th and 8, dropping back in punt receiving formation. See if we're going to work on our punt block here, but I, for one, hope not.
CSP looks like they're going to put no pressure on this. Looks like we got looks like number 10, Carter Brink, and Bryce Hinsdale back deep to receive this punt. Good snap. Kick is up. pretty decent punt there. It's going to go down to about the 42-yard line where Bryce Hinsdale's going to take it across the 50. He's going to get a block at the 40-yard line. He's got a lane down the left sideline. He's going to go all the way to the end zone. Bryce Hinsdale, 58-yard punt, return, touchdown. We are 2 minutes, 49 seconds in. Wolfpack 13, Timberwolves nothing.
Yeah, it's just men against boys. Just a standard punt return. Again, that far sideline has been very kind to us, but Bryce fielded the punt very cleanly. It was a nice punt, but scampered down the far sideline. Again, nary a hand placed on him. 58-yard punt return for the touchdown. Now out of the hold of Tate Catanese and the snap of Alex Barmore, Bryce Hinsdale will attempt his second extra point.
You know, one thing I've actually found interesting this year, Doc, on the year is Bryce Hinsdale's yet to attempt a field goal this year, as the extra point is good, and the Wolfpack go up 14-0 here early in the first quarter. You know, I kind of was in a few situations where I actually would have liked Coach Harper to kick the field goal because there might be a playoff game where they kind of want to have the field goal unit ready, and, you know, there's been some opportunities here, so maybe that's something we'll see tonight with the Wolfpack here, as I'd like to see some, you know, game reps for Bryce Harper and the snapping and the hold on it.
And certainly you can correct me if I'm wrong. Did he not kick a field goal in the Southwestern game, the first game of the year?
You might be right on that. I have to go back and look on the stats.
Yep,
you know what? 38-3,
yeah.
5 extra points, and field goal.
Yep.
I think you are correct.
Yep. Wow, this pre-Alzheimer's stuff, every once in a while I get one from 2 months ago, but I thought he did kick an extra point, or a field goal, because Southwestern had a kicker as well.
That's correct.
Yeah, two really nice kickers in that game. But, you know, Bryce is just a terrific kicker and an excellent Class D high school football player, and he showed it there on that punt return and on the 2 extra points. And they practice that a lot, too. I mean, we haven't kicked a lot of field goals in game situations, but certainly not unusual to spend some time on the practice field to be sure that we have the timing for that snap and hold.
And Bryce Hinsdale to kick off once again. Going to be a pretty decent kick down to about the 10-yard line. It's going to go to the head, and he's going to go in the end zone for a kickoff. So once again, the Timberwolves starting their own 20-yard line will not be great field position. And as the Wolves are going to hope to get a couple first downs here and, you know, try and stay in this game as long as possible. As always, if you let us know where you're listening from, I'd like to see where everybody's listening from. I think we've had Alaska, Hawaii, North Carolina, the Lictus brothers, and Bert down in Florida. So let us know where you're listening from. I'd like to get shout out those places that all our listeners are from. Timberwolves going to huddle up here. CSP, same starting defense out there. 3 and out last time for the Timberwolves, as this drive will start at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 20 coming up. Benzel once again is going to go in the shotgun. He's going to send one receiver to the right, one to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. He's got one tight end on the right side, looking over the defense. Snaps here. Benzel's going to be a toss play to the right, and looks like the running back's going to take it across the right side. He's going to lose about 4 yards, and I think every single CSP defender tackled him on that play.
Yeah, that might be a slight exaggeration, but I do think there were 5 or 6 kids on that play. Coach Payne just does a really good job on the defense. Teaches that team concept and gang tackling, and seem to find a couple linebackers every year. It was just a critical core to any solid defensive unit. But I really like Colin Ryan. I really like Caden Beckrink, Tony Sapola. I'm sure I'm probably leaving the 4th one out, but
John Watson and Jordan Mescal. Tony's actually playing on defensive line.
Okay.
Timberwolves once again shotgun formation. Menzel back to pass, looking left, immediate pressure on it. Gets the ball up. He's got 2 receivers out there, and it's going to be deflected by looks like 16 Carson Pinzak, as there's 2 receivers in the same spot, and lucky that was an interception for the Wolfpack defense.
Yeah, very well defended. We had 3 Wolfpack defenders and 1 Timberwolf receiver on the near sideline here. That pass had little to no chance to be completed. He was under duress. Receiver didn't run the crispest route that I've ever seen, and pretty easy play to defend. It's going to be 3rd and 14, and it's just the down and distance is just not good deep in their own end of the field.
Yeah, I'd be worried about a Wolfpack defense right here getting a interception or a fumble return or something. Benzel once again shotgun formation, back to pass, looking immediate pressure from Barmore. He's going to deflect it, and that pass is going to be, it might actually have been caught over there, and it's going to be ruled incomplete. Colin Ryan and Caden Beckering both had a chance at that ball. Great coverage by the Wolfpack, 4th and 14, and it looks like 2 straight 3 and outs for the Timberwolf offense.
Yeah, and no real semblance of any possibility of gaining a yard. I would bet on our third defensive possession we're going to start sprinkling our twos in and start to get those kids some additional playing time. But Catt Little Valley is going to drop back to punt deep in their own half of the field, and maybe it's time to fair catch so that the offense gets a few reps.
And looks like Benzel back. Good snap. Got time. No pressure. Slow, and it's a shank. That ball went backwards. I think that punt went backwards. The punt was from the 17-yard line, and it went out of bounds at the 15.
Yeah, a negative.
I don't know if I've ever seen that, Doc.
Pure,
with no wind, pure backwards.
Yeah, well, we talked about this earlier in the broadcast season, and it's just like my sand wedge.
Ooh.
I mean, I can shank it one way, and Brady can shank it another. But that punt was certainly an ugly thing, and didn't even have that much pressure on him. It's just a tough deal. This is, and respectfully, they have a team, and I'm glad that they're able to field a team. But it really is a JV team. They're really small. They play a number of 10th graders, and 1st and 10 Wolfpack from the Catt Little Valley 15-yard line.
And Tate's just going to throw that little bubble screen out to Bryce. He's going to break 2 tackles, go across
3
the
plays,
5,
3
and he's in the touchdown. And Bryce Hinsdale, 15-yard touchdown reception. Tate to Bryce, and 20-0 Wolfpack with 4 minutes in the game. Doc, I don't know if you can score better on offensive efficiency. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, or 3 plays.
3 plays.
You count the punt. 3 plays. We've touched the ball 3 times. We've scored 3 times. Yeah. And
Bryce Hinsdale is going to try his third extra point of the game. Decent pressure, actually, on the kick, and the kick is good. And with the score 21-0, 8 minutes left in the first quarter, we are going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Bush Septic Services, serving the local area since 1959. Austin White can be reached at 716-355-8843 or at bushsepticservices.com. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Bush Septic Services for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as the Wolfpack out to a commanding 21-0 lead exactly 4 minutes into the game, as Bryce Hinsdale is going to kick it off once again to the Timberwolves. It's going to be another good kick down to about the 10-yard line. It's going to be fielded there, and he's going to take it across the 15, get one block, and then Tony Capella, and it looks like number 59 there for the Wolfpack, Noah Skarzinski, finishes him off. And once again, the Timberwolves are going to start inside their own 25.
Well, I'm amazed every week at our list of sponsors, Andy. I've done this for over 20 years, and we used to have to just scout around and barely find enough sponsors to pay for the broadcast, and lots of times not even pay the broadcasters. But every time I hear that list of sponsors, I just think it's terrific that the community has gotten behind the CSP football program and has showed it by allowing us to bring these broadcasts to you.
Absolutely, and they're the ones that allow us to broadcast these games. Once again, Benzel shotgun, 2 backs, 1 left, 1 right, shotgun. It's going to be handoff to the right side. There's going to be immediate pressure on him, and Jordan Mescal is going to miss the tackle, take it across the 20, and that's actually going to be about a 3-yard pickup there, and then there's some extracurricular activities here, and I don't know what caused that. Colin Ryan took a shot at a kid after it, and he thought he was getting held or something on it, and he better be careful. He might get ejected from this game, and that would be a terrible game to get ejected from.
That'd actually be a good game to get ejected from. Because
well, you miss next week.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, you're suspended.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I know that from experience. As my junior year, I was actually thrown out for throwing a punch in my first game. Back in my younger and, little more
pugnacious days.
Yeah, well, I don't know what that word means, but I'll believe that it means stupid or something.
No, it means you were a fighter.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah, if that's what you want to say. So we're going to wait for the officials
that was a strange play. It happened right in front of us as well. It looked like he came up and made a nice hard tackle, and maybe the kid held him on the ground and thought there was a fumble. Did they call a foul? Personal foul.
Both sides, okay.
Yeah.
Offsetting. I think something happened during the play that kind of something definitely happened, because there was a little – it was a little chippy afterwards. And then I'm not sure what number it was on Catt Little Valley, but Colin Ryan is the one who retaliated. They're going to call it both ways. The one thing to keep in mind is that is now a personal foul penalty, or unsportsmanlike, and 2 of them gets you ejected. So both those players basically have a yellow card if we're going to incorporate the other football terms into here. But it was a 2-yard gain. Actually, a nice play for Catt Little Valley. They got a little room on the outside, and the running back was able to make one guy miss and able to pick up some positive yardage.
Yeah, they did gain a yard. So it's 2nd and 9.
Timberwolves are going to change the formation. He's going to send out twins right, one to the left. The tight end's going to go out there. 2 backs still in that shotgun formation. He's going to send one wing back up off to the right side. CSP 4-4 defense here. Benzel in the shotgun. Looking to blitz from the Wolfpack. He's going to keep himself across the right side. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage, no gain. And it looks like we got Jordan Mescal, Devin Johnson, Alex Barmore, and Dalton Rich on the stop. And they're going to give him forward progress for a yard, 3rd and 8 for the Timberwolf offense coming up.
Yeah, that's a pretty good strategy. I mean, they tried to split the CSP defense wide on both sides, and then it's just a simple quarterback keeper out of the shotgun. Doesn't give the CSP defense much time to react laterally. So, that direct A to B point is probably a pretty good thought on Catt Little Valley's part, and there is a timeout on the field from the Timberwolves.
And right now we're actually with the timeout on the field. We're going to take a timeout in the broadcast booth.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
And welcome back to the broadcast here as the Timberwolves took a timeout to talk about their 3rd and 8 play coming up here. And we got a listener out from Jamestown. We got Garrett Hinsdale out in Washington, Pennsylvania. He's offering to play quarterback for them. He might take that back after a couple series. And Andrew Foster we got out in Clymer, New York.
Yeah, I enjoy Garrett too much to submit him to this type of punishment.
It's going to be a sweep out to the right side. Running back's going to bring it back inside. He's going to fumble the football, and looks like that's going to be recovered by a Timberwolves. Was going to be a 2, maybe 3-yard gain on the play, but they're going to lose 4 yards and back to the 20-yard line, and 4th and 9 coming up for the Timberwolf offense here as I expect to see the punt unit, and I'm kind of hoping maybe they fair catch this punt and maybe get some more than 2 offensive possessions so far.
Yeah, it really is a pretty sad state of affairs.
Timberwolves once again and back to punt. Going to be from his own 9-yard line. Last punt actually went backwards. Good snap, no pressure, time to kick. And a decent kick up to about midfield there. Looks like it's going to be fielded by Garrett Hinsdale. He's going to take up the left side right there. And there's going to be a block in the back there. I don't know if they're going to call it, but he's going to run out of bounds about the 30-yard line. And the CSP offense, once again, going to have great field position.
Well, with the score 21-0, I don't know what Coach Harper wants to work on. Head coach and offensive coordinator. The offense is his primary responsibility, as well as coordinating the entire program. But pretty much whatever he wants to work on is going to be successful.
And the CSP offense, once again, taking the field. Catt is going to go out of the shotgun with Devin Johnson there. He's going to split Barmore out to the left. He's got 3 receivers right, Carter, Brink, and I'm not sure who the slot receiver is here. It looks like Posker has Johnson in the backfield. Tate back to pass looking. Plenty of time, low pressure, steps up in the pocket. He's got a man open the flat, and that's going to be, looks like Alex Barmore. He's going to take it in from the 32-yard line, and that's going to be a touchdown. And Yeah, Doc, I really I don't like to say this, but this is not a fair game right now.
No, it's not.
It's really not. And at this point, to be honest with you, I'm really hoping nobody gets injured. As this Catt Little Valley team is short on numbers, they do not have the size, the skill, the speed, or the players to really compete at this level. And to be honest with you, the CSPs, I don't want to say they're not playing hard, but I think they kind of recognize the opponent right now. And that last play right there, they actually got some decent pressure on Tate. He stepped up in the pocket, and then there was just nobody covering receiver in the flat, and Alex Barmore from 32 yards out takes it in. And with that break in the field, we're going to take a break back to the station.
Feelin Saucy in Sherman, New York is a proud supporter of Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Serving pizza, subs, wings, and more at 111 West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4014. Go Wolfpack from Feelin Saucy.
CSP Wolfpack coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street, Corry, PA. They offer residential and light commercial new services, as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingandac.com. We thank Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing for their support of Wolfpack football coverage.
And welcome back to Cattaraugus County as the sun has set and we have a beautiful night for football as CSP has a 28-0 lead here. It's Hinsdale once again with a kickoff, and that's going to go down to about the 10-yard line, be fielded there by the Timberwolves, taken across the 15 and met by two defenders right there, and then finished off by the rest of the kickoff return team. As once again, the Timberwolves are going to start about their own 20-yard line on offense.
Well, I think this is an astute observation, Andy. 4 touchdowns into the game. I don't believe that Catt Little Valley has registered 1 tackle yet. They pushed Bryce out of bounds on the second punt. So that's probably a tackle, but they have not registered a defensive tackle in 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Doc, I think Bryce gave himself up on that kickoff return anyway.
Yeah,
so
you're
correct. There might not be a registered defense. I don't think there's a defensive statistic out there right now, except for points scored against.
Yeah.
Catt Little Valley once again split right, split left, quarterback in the shotgun. CSP at a 4-4 defensive front right here. Benzel's going to hand it off right there. He's going to pressure immediately in the backfield. Running back's going to try and bounce it. Met there by 3 CSP defenders. Looks like number 24, Jordan Mescal, and Dalton Richer on the stop. Going to be a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, I give the Timberwolves a lot of credit. They're still coming to the line of scrimmage on every play, but it's got to be pretty depressing to take a look at that Wolfpack defense, not seeing many cracks and not getting many blocks. And if you're the quarterback or the running back, you're just kind of looking for the first civilized opportunity to hit the ground.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think there is some speed on this team and some talent in the backfield, but they don't have the size and the line to block anybody. There's just no time. Nobody can get to the backers and, create a hole here. Because there are a couple athletes in the backfield, but there's nobody in front of them right now. Benzel's going to hand it off the right side. He's met in the backfield, and that's going to be either no gain or a loss of 1 or 2 on the play. Colin Ryan in there on the stop, Travis Owens and Tony Capella, defensive tackles. 3rd and 10 for the Timberwolves coming up.
Yeah, another tackle behind the line of scrimmage. This team is just really small physically. They're just it's like a JV team. It really is. Size-wise, I think that's about where they would be competitive because, they haven't been able to, mount any sort of threat or obstacle to CSP on offense or defense so far.
Benzel, shotgun, 3rd and 10 coming up. Back to pass, looking, got pressure on, gets the ball really away. It's going to be completed at the 25-yard line, and then immediately tackled there by Caden Beckrink, and the receiver fights ahead to about the 27, and that's actually going to be about a nice little 6-yard pickup there, well short of the first down marker, but I believe that gives the Timberwolves positive yardage on offense for the day by a couple.
First possession.
Yeah. 4th and 4 coming up, and it looks like the punt unit is going to come in once again. And as the Timberwolves still looking for their first down of the game.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go on a running clock here in the first quarter. CSP's defense, it was 3rd and 10. The linebackers loosened up, and yes, the pass was completed and good for Catt Little Valley, but it was well defended in front of the linebackers, and they came up and made a sure tackle.
CSP looking to return this punt here. It's a good snap. Once again, slow attempt at it. And it's going to be a short punt to about the 50-yard line. And Brink's going to take it at the 45. Plenty of room across the left sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 35-yard line as the Timberwolves did a little bit better job defending that punt. But once again, it kind of looked like the CSP returners kind of gave themselves up going out of bounds there.
Yep, just took the path of least resistance. Typically, if announcing a game, you're talking about a team crossing the 50-yard line, and that's kind of a landmark when that happens the very first time. But Catt Little Valley has played almost an entire quarter and has not even crossed their own 40-yard line.
Well, they haven't crossed their own 30. They've been behind the 25 the entire time. Tate's going to start this possession with Travis Owens in the backfield. He's going to send Bryce Inzel off to the right. And he's got Posker in the backfield with Watson. It's going to be a sweep play to Travis Owens across the left side. He's got plenty of blocks out there. Devin Johnson goes up the field, makes a block there. Owens across the 20. And finally tackled down at about the 15-yard line down there as looks like I can't read the numbers. Looks like number 58 potentially. Looks like 55, Justin Sills makes the tackle. It's still going to be about a 22-yard pickup for the CSP offense.
And they did register a defensive tackle, but the guy certainly paid the price. Travis Owens is a great big fullback type kid, and he had a full head of steam scampering down that far sideline, and rather than tippy-toeing out of bounds, he decided to put his shoulder down and bowl the kid over. But they did make a tackle on the play, and it's going to be, 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
Tate going to go under center here. Posker in the backfield. Johnson joins him. Brink comes back in for Owens. Tate. It's going to be a fake inside to Johnson. He's going to take it across the 5. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to walk into the end zone as that's going to be an 11-yard touchdown here for Devin Johnson. Wolfpack go up 34-0 with a minute 34 left here in the first quarter.
What do you want me to say?
Well, Doc, there's not much to say. This like I said, this is just a mismatch here. The defenders, the defensive line has actually gotten a couple some pressure on a couple pass plays, but there's just nobody filling for the linebackers. To be honest, it doesn't look like these kids want to even hit. It almost looks like they're just trying to hope they score and get off the field here. Bryce Hinsdale is going to attempt his 5th extra point of the game here as snaps good, holds good, kick is up, and the kick appears to be good. And with minute 32 left in the first quarter, CSP 35, Cattaraugus Little Valley 0.
Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Crotty Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at crottychevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crotty Chevrolet for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you by Panama Auto Center, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and more. Located at East Main Street in Panama or on Facebook. Phone 716-782-2110. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Panama Auto Center for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans. CSP with a commanding 35-0 lead, 1:32 left here in the first quarter as Bryce Hinsdale is going to once again kick this off. It's going to be fielded. It's going to be fumbled at the 12-yard line right there, and they're going to be lucky just to get back on this, and they do back at the 5-yard line, and nothing is going right for the Timberwolves tonight.
Yeah, it's just a lot against not much. The running clock, it's time to talk to both coaches. 35-0 with a minute and a half to go in the first quarter, and Catt Little Valley is now pinned inside their own 5-yard line. I think it's time just to let the clock run and get us home before 2 o'clock in the morning.
Coach Harper is starting to put some reserves in as number 15, Brandon Keefe, is going to come in and play linebacker. Trying to see if anybody else is coming in so far. Looks like that's the only one. Jordan Mescal off to the sideline. Rest of the starting defense still in. Once again, Catt Little Valley going to be at their own 5-yard line. One receiver right, one left, shotgun formation, two backs there. Benzel still in the shotgun, waiting for the snap. Washington's going to show pressure. It's going to be a handoff to Corry. He's going to go across the 5, down to about the 8-yard line. He's going to pick up 3 yards right there as a nice little inside run there for number 33. That is Dylan Swanson, the running back, sophomore for Catt Little Valley. 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Timberwolves with about 1 minute left in the first quarter.
Have we had a safety yet this year, Andy?
Yes, there was a safety last week as against Casadega, Maple Grove, the third team, Faulkner. I believe there was one last week. They had one pinned to their own side 5-yard line. Catt Little Valley shotgun formation once again. Benzel back there. Going to hand it off, and he's going to be met right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to gain no yardage on the play. John Watson, Travis Owens, and looks like Tony Capella on the stop there. And that's going to set up 3rd and 6, and we'll see if that is the last play of the first quarter. 25 seconds left here as the Timberwolves have a long 3rd and long coming up deep in their own territory.
Well, it would be a blessing if they don't snap the ball. I'm sure that they don't have to. 10 seconds to go on a running clock. And as the quarter changes, then they will pass the 50-yard line.
And it looks like Catt Little Valley is going to let this run out. And then end of the first quarter, CSP 35, Catt Little Valley Timberwolves 0.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. Your local Napa store stocks auto parts, tools and equipment, and other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Located at 955 North Center Street and NapaOnline.com. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by John Wiggers and Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks John Wiggers and Son for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage is provided in part by Keo Vlogs at KeoVlogs.com and on YouTube, taking viewers on hunts that remind them of their own hunting endeavors. Keo Vlogs wishes the best for the Wolfpack this season. Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Mosier's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosier's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosierscarpeting.com.
And welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as the Cattaraugus Little Valley Timberwolves are facing a 3rd and 6 from their own 9-yard line here as we begin play here in the second quarter. CSP once again leading 35-0, where they ran 7 offensive plays and has scored 5 touchdowns in the first quarter to take a commanding lead at the changing quarters here. Catt Little Valley once again same formation, one split right, one left, going from left to right on your radio dial. Ben's on the shotgun. It's going to be a sweet play out there. It's going to be blown up by Caden Beckrink at the 2, and then finished off there by, looks like, number 3, Alex Barmore. It's going to be a 6-yard loss on the play, and well defended there by the Wolfpack defense.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe a safety or maybe a pick 6, depending on the Catt Little Valley play selection. But Caden Beckrink came up from his linebacker position, blew that play up, turned the play in, and made the tackle as well. So, a really nice play from Caden, and it's going to be 4th and 11 from, again, inside their own 5-yard line.
And Bryce Hinsdale is going to leave the game, so Jordan Mescal is going to come in and return this punt, along with Carter Brink. as looks like CSP is going in kind of a return safe formation here. It's going to be a good snap, long development, good punt here. And it's going to be fielded at about the 35-yard line. Fumbled by Jordan Mescal there, and he's going to jump on it. Ball's loose still. I think CSP is still going to recover it back at the 48-yard line there as waiting for the official's call. And Timberwolves did recover it. Number 33, it looks like, I think that was the one name we called tonight, Dylan Swanson right there.
He just pointed the wrong way.
Okay, he pointed the wrong way. I didn't think they were there for it, but...
Yeah, been there, done that on the basketball court. You're kind of caught up in the moment, and now football is a little bit more important because there's so fewer plays, and on a change of possession, it's even more critical. And I just had no idea how Catt Little Valley came out of there with that ball, but the guy just pointed the wrong way, and all of a sudden the officials scurried in there, had a little chat, and said, "Nope, that's CSP football."
Tate Catanese is going to come under center here as the starter's still in here. Posker in the backfield is going to send two receivers out to the right. Tate under center. It's going to be an off-tack run to Posker across the right. Takes it across the 45, across the 40. He's going to be dragged down at about the 38-yard line. Should be enough for a first down as that's going to pick up 10 or 11 yards for CSP right there.
Yeah, this offensive line, number 69, Alex Redlecki, and number 53, Grant Lictus, number 60, Daniel Meter, number 58, Caden Beckrink, number 51, Jaden Malecki, number 9, Devin Johnson, the blocking fullback. They really have done a really nice job on the year. We don't talk about those guys enough, but all those tough rushing yards are a function of really solid blocking up front, and once again, that was enough for a first down. A good 11 or 12-yard gain on the play.
First and 10 from the 38, the Timberwolves. Tate once again under center. Posker deep back in the backfield. It's going to be hand off to Posker across the left side. He's going to take it across the 35 down to the 30. Finally brought down about the 26-yard line, and that's actually now Bryce Posker. That is number 16, Carson Pinzak, listed as an athlete in our program here. So not a running back, not a receiver, but an athlete. And he's going to pick up about 15, maybe say 18 yards, and should be enough for another Wolfpack first down.
Yeah, the officials are going to take a timeout to measure this.
Actually, we actually have an injury on the field. That is why. Looks like a Catt Little Valley player is down at the 26-yard line. And with the injury timeout on the field, we are going to take a timeout here.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. Your local Napa store stocks auto parts, tools and equipment, and other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Located at 955 North Center Street and NapaOnline.com. Support for CSP Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Sherman Livestock at 4150 Sherman Mayville Road. Auctions are every Tuesday and Thursday. More info is available at 716-499-1362 and on Facebook.
And welcome back to the broadcast, Wolfpack fans, as the Wolfpack has longest drive of the game so far. It's been 2 plays so far and gained 22 yards. Tate's going to be under center once again. He's going to fake it, roll to the right. Plenty of time. All day he's got a wide open receiver, Carter Brink, at the goal line and in for the touchdown. 28 yards. Hinsdale to Brink. 9:26 left in the second quarter. The Wolfpack go up 41-0.
Yeah. Just really well executed play. I mean, it was a deep out route, and a fake held the linebackers. Carter Brink was able to get behind the defensive back, and it was a real easy pitch and catch for Catanese. And Carter Brink, 38-yard touchdown pass, 41-0, and Bryce Hinsdale is going to attempt the kick.
I believe it was 28 yards, Doc, there to 28 there. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 9:26 left here in the second quarter. Wolfpack are up 42-0. And with this scoring possession, we're going to take another timeout.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Utegg's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at uteggsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Utegg's Body Shop for their support.
Welcome back, Wolfpack fans, as Bryce Hinza once again the kickoff with the score 42-0 here in the second quarter. And Timberwolves going to take it out across the 25-yard line there and finally brought down at the 25-yard line. Looks like a host of Wolfpack defenders on the tackle as the Timberwolves will take over from their own 25-yard line.
Hey, personal highlight for me here in the second quarter is, we talk about Creedence Clearwater Revival and bad moon horizon. Well, tonight we have a good moon horizon.
Oh,
isn't that amazing? It's a terrific view from the press box. Superstar stuff.
I would show our fans on Facebook Live, but I don't want to ruin my setup here and broadcast, as I think they'd rather watch the football action on it.
No, I think they'd rather watch the good moon rise.
9:15 left here in the second quarter. Wolfpack up 42-0. CSP defense here coming out in their 4-4 defense. Timberwolves once again with that split left, split right, shotgun formation. Quarterbacks got two backs there, traveling from left to right on your Facebook Live or your radio dials. It's going to be a handoff up the middle right there, and there's going to be no gain on the play as looks like number 53, Grant Lictus, comes through and makes the tackle. Maybe a gain of 1 on the play.
Yep, same story. Well defended by the Wolfpack defense. Grant Lictus getting some snaps on defense. I don't believe he plays a lot defensively as a general rule, but this is a great time to get him some experience in case we have an injury down the way, and he certainly does a fabulous job from his offensive line position, opening up those holes for all the Wolfpack runners.
Number 51, Jaden Malecki, joining Grant Lictus at the defensive tackles right there. The second and third strings. And the one thing the Wolfpack does do is do a lot of rotation at the defensive tackle spot to make sure they have fresh guys there. Once again, Timberwolves shotgun formation here. Benzlo's going to hand it off across the middle. Actually, he's going to take it across the left side. He's going to lose 4 or 5 yards and be tackled there by Colin Ryan and Caden Beckrink and Alex Barmore. Going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Alex Barmore really made that play from his defensive end position. It was designed to go outside of him, but he was able to turn the quarterback in, and not only did he turn the play back in where the pursuit could catch up, he made was the primary tackler on the play as well. Just really a very, very nice high school football player. Another one of those 11th graders, and a bunch of these guys are coming back next year, but we have some work to do this year yet.
Catt Little Valley once again, 3rd and long, as they've yet to pick up a first down. Benzel, shotgun formation. He's got 2 backs with him. It's going to be a high snap right there. It's going to be a sweep out to the left. That's going nowhere. And it's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line as it looks like I think that was 53, Grant Lictus on the hit.
Well, I couldn't tell that number either, but it was a big hit. And that play went 8 yards in reverse to start with, and that had absolutely no chance whatsoever to do anything but be tackled for a loss.
Loss of 3 on the play. 4th and 15 coming up here for the Timberwolves, as this has got to be their 7th or 8th punt of the game so far. Have yet to pick up a first down and are most definitely in negative yardage right now as an offense here.
Well, let's see if we can handle this punt a little bit smoother.
Once again, Jordan Mescal back deep, and looks like Carter Brink. Good snap. And it's going to be, and to be honest with you,
he pulled back.
Alex Barmore pulled up. He wasn't blocked, and he let the snap go, and it went 10 yards.
Yeah, he wasn't blocked, and he pulled back. He could have very easily, probably could have tackled the punter in actuality, but he pulled back and allowed the punt, which went off the side of the punter's foot for, I don't know, probably a good 9 or 10 yard net gain on the punt. But it's It's the same old story. It's going to be 1st and 10 CSP from the Catt Little Valley 34-yard line. 6:20 to go here on a running clock in the second quarter.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be a little aggressive with the clock rest of the game. We are going to see the second-string offense here. It looks like we're going to keep the starting line in, but let the second-string backs and receivers play. Carson White in our center is going to fumble to Travis Owens right here, and he's actually going to fumble it forward and then jump on it for a 4-yard or 3-yard gain still, as that's still going to be a positive play for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, number 6, Carson White, sophomore quarterback. I believe you mentioned he does a lot of quarterbacking for the JV team, son of assistant coach Greg White. It's nice to see him getting some varsity experience.
Yeah, Doc, here's one thing I really like that Coach Harper does is when he brings in the number 2s is he leaves a starting offensive line in there for at least one possession to kind of give these number 2s at least a one possession behind the starting line here. White, once again, under center I formation. It's going to be a handoff across the left side. It's going to be a big gain on the plays. Travis Owens is going to drag defenders all the way inside the 15, finally brought down at the 12. And that's going to be a big pickup there. Call it about 20 yards and another Wolfpack first down.
Yeah, Owens is a big, strong running back, and Catt Little Valley has a bunch of undersized arm tacklers on defense. Not a recipe for anything but a positive CSP gain. 1st and 10 CSP from the Wolfpack, or the Timberwolf 15-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Number 44, Tony
Sapola
in the backfield here. It's going to be a sweet play to him. He's got a lead block from number 20, Tim White. He's taking across right side. He's going to go in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Tony Sapola from 14 yards out on his first rushing touchdown, and I believe his first rushing attempt of the year. And the Wolfpack are going to go up 48-0 with 4:34 left here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Tony Sapola with a 14-yard touchdown run. We have a really great vantage point from here in the booth, and there was just nobody within 10 yards of him. Touchdown, 48-0, attempting the kick.
Bryce Harper once again out here to attempt the extra point here. He is currently 6 for 6 in extra points. Snaps down, kick is up, kick looks like it might be wide right. Nope, sneaks it in through there. And
we'll trade him back to Bryce Hinsdale instead of Bryce Harper.
Oh, did I say Bryce
Yes,
Harper?
Yes, you did. That's okay.
I was thinking about it because after the break, I will tell why I was thinking about Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Brendan Kyle thinks that Bryce is a keeper, so we're going to keep him a Hinsdale.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack football on the channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Woods offers Napa auto parts for almost anything, including small engines. The channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Woods Auto Parts Napa for their support. Coverage of Wolfpack football on the channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Whiteland Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Whiteland Surveying for their support.
Welcome back to Cattaraugus County, where the Wolfpack are up 49-0 here in middle of the second quarter. And the reason I brought up Bryce Harper was he was rung up on the worst check swing call last night in the Phillies game by Angel Hernandez, who
the worst umpire in baseball.
In the history of baseball. And he's so bad that I want to make sure that all our listeners here tonight know how bad of an umpire he is, and I don't know why he's still officiating or umpiring Major League Baseball games. Bryce Hinsdale with a kick down to about the 10-yard line is down because he needed down there to field it.
And
nothing can go right here for the Timberwolves. And, Doc, I know you're a baseball fan, and I don't think I've ever seen a worse
It was awful.
check swing call in my life.
It was just awful.
I'm at the point because he's lost 10 lawsuits against the Major League Baseball and the union, saying that he doesn't get playoff games because of this, and that. And it's just the simple fact that he's a terrible umpire, and he's got the worst strike call percentage in the major leagues. He's always causing issues in the field, and I believe he's making bad calls at this point. just because he's upset, and it's a disgrace that he's still out there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. He's horrible behind the plate. The pitcher doesn't know what's going to be a ball or strike. The hitter doesn't know what's going to be a ball or strike. I think he missed 18 balls and strikes the other night per the metric that they use to measure umpires' performance. And based on that, he ought to be in jail.
Benzel's going to take it up the middle there. He's going to gain maybe 2 and actually get across the 15 and drive forward to about the 15-yard line. As we're going to see the second-string Wolfpack defense here. 3:20 left here on a running clock, and Catt Little Valley will try and get the Wolfpack defenders. Looks like number 65, Andrew Spiesman's there on the line. Number 42, Poskeren at linebacker. Looks like 59, Noah Skarzinski, the junior, in at D-tackle. And looks like John Watson might still be in there at middle linebacker. Bryce Hinsdale is at corner. And we'll get you the other defensive tackle and the defensive end after this play. Catt Little Valley, and the other thing, Doc, is they haven't changed their formation once. It's been split left, split right, 2 backs in the backfield, shotgun the whole game. Benzel's going to hand it off right there. He's going to have a little cross 25. He's going to break a tackle. Then be met hard right around the first down marker there by the safety there as Dalton Rutcher came up, and looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the first down, but an 8-yard pickup there, and Timberwolves got a chance for the first down of the game.
Yep. That was the first well-blocked play that they've been able to execute here in the first half. A solid 8 or 9 yard pickup on that play. And again, this is starting to get against most of our 2s, but that's just fine. It would be interesting if they quarterback sneak this 3rd and 1 foot. But he's out of the shotgun, so what do I know?
Colton Rhodes also in a defensive end here for the Wolfpack defense. Benzel once again shotgun formation. John Watson showing a little bit of pressure. He's going to come to high snap. It's going to be a give up the middle, and he's going to be tackled 2 or 3 yards short there as he's swarmed over by the Wolfpack defense. And no room for the Timberwolves here.
Yeah, number 59, Noah Skarzinski, was able to get into the backfield along with a couple of helpers that I didn't get the numbers of. But 3rd and 1 quickly becomes 4th and 3, and we're going to see if we can get another punt off here. I would think that they can't be going for it deep in their own half of the field.
I think they are actually going for it, and the reason is, Doc, is it's a running clock, so I don't think there's any danger of CSP scoring again before half. And
we'll probably take a knee anyway.
Correct.
If there's a change of possession, I would imagine we'll take 1 or 2 knees and be done with it.
Shotgun formation here for the Timberwolves. Benzel, he's going to get it. He's going to take off the right. He's going to be met in the backfield. It's going to be a fumble, and that's going to be recovered, I think, by Catt Little Valley, but it's going to be a 6-yard loss. Back at the 8-yard line there as
that's our ball.
And that's going to be a turnover on downs. And I believe the left defensive end in that play was Andrew Spiesman, who got in from his defensive end spot, broke up the pitch play, and a loss of 6 and a turnover on downs.
Well, that was really a poor play call in the sense that it looked like they were trying to run an option play, and the quarterback just does not have the time to read, run, or pitch or pass, and he tried to pitch the ball with one defender on his face and another defender where the pitch man was, and it's fortunate that CSP didn't pick it up and score.
Yeah, and I think the officials are going to let this go to halftime here as
the
clock was running after the possession, and I think we're going to get to half here, and I think CSP is kind of just saying let's just
agreed,
go to the sideline here as we're waiting for the officials here to see. As the clock is going to strike down to 0 here. So, Doc, it is halftime in Cattaraugus County here. Wolfpack 49, Catt Little Valley 0. As we had a running clock here for the last 8 minutes of the second quarter in a contest that was pretty much over on the first play of the game. And with this time, we're going to take a quick timeout to thank our title sponsors this year.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 sports stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play. CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports. The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartansburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play. CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports. Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Bush Septic Services, serving the local area since 1959. Austin White can be reached at 716-355-8843 or at bushsepticservices.com. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Bush Septic Services for their support.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at clymerhardwareandhomecenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field. Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Crotty Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at crottychevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crotty Chevrolet for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you by Panama Auto Center, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and more. Located at East Main Street in Panama or on Facebook. Phone 716-782-2110. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Panama Auto Center for their support.
Feelin Saucy in Sherman, New York is a proud supporter of Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union
CSP
Sports
Wolfpack
Stream.
coverage on the
Feelin Saucy in Sherman, New York is a proud supporter of Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Serving pizza, subs, wings, and more at 111 West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4014. Go Wolfpack from Feelin Saucy.
CSP Wolfpack coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flex Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street, Corry, PA. They offer residential and light commercial new services, as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flexheatingplumbingandac.com. We thank Steve Daniels Electric and Flex Heating and Plumbing for their support of Wolfpack football coverage.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. Your local Napa store stocks auto parts, tools and equipment, and other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Located at 955 North Center Street and NapaOnline.com. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by John Wiggers and Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks John Wiggers and Son for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage is provided in part by Keo Vlogs at KeoVlogs.com and on YouTube, taking viewers on hunts that remind them of their own hunting endeavors. Keo Vlogs wishes the best for the Wolfpack this season. Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Mosier's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosier's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosierscarpeting.com. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Sherman Livestock at 4150 Sherman Mayville Road. Auctions are every Tuesday and Thursday. More info is available at 716-499-1362 and on Facebook.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Utegg's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at uteggsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Utegg's Body Shop for their support.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Woods offers Napa auto parts for almost anything, including small engines. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Woods Auto Parts Napa for their support. Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Whiteland Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Whiteland Surveying for their support.
Well, welcome back to tonight's broadcast, Wolfpack fans. Once again, the Wolfpack are up 49-0 at the half, and Doc Doink is going to read off a long list of scoring plays here for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, I think I can do that. It's going to be pretty boring, though. Devin Posker opened scoring on the first play of the game from scrimmage, a 65-yard touchdown run. I'm only going to say the extra point kick was good this time because it was good 6 more times after the first one. So that opened the scoring at 7-0. Alex Barmore with a snap and Tate Catanese with a hold and Bryce Hinsdale with a kick, a really nice tandem. Bryce Hinsdale gets a second touchdown, a 58-yard punt return, made the game 14-0. The third touchdown was Bryce, a 15-yard touchdown pass from Tate Catanese, making the score 21-0. Alex Barmore got into the scoring action, a 32-yard touchdown reception. That was really a nice read on Tate's part. I thought that he was looking to throw the ball deep, and Alex was actually a second or third read underneath. But Tate stepped up in the pocket, received some pressure. The receiver wasn't open deep, and he went underneath to Barmore, and Barmore scampered 32 yards into the end zone for a touchdown, making the score 28-0. Devin Johnson, big, strong, husky fullback, tremendous blocker in the rushing attack for the CSP Wolfpack, got into the scoring column with a touchdown run. I think that was 12 or 13 yards, making the score 35-0. That brought the first quarter to a close. The second quarter began with, this is open to, I said 38 yards. Beamer says 28 yards, so it's probably 38 yards. But Carter Brink with the score, making the score 42-0. And then Tony Cipolla, maybe his first score on the year. I'm not really sure about that. But as a 2 or 3 running back, a 14-yard touchdown run to close out the second quarter scoring and bringing us to the halftime score of 49-0. Just pure domination in all 3 phases of the game. The offense was terrific, the defense was terrific, and the special teams were terrific. It just couldn't have been any better effort on the part of the Wolfpack, and I am not really looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, Doc. I mean, just this is a game that it's not it's not equal at all. The CSP is just bigger. They're faster. They're better coached. I mean, they got just so much more athletes, and the Timberwolves. Cattaraugus Valley, Little Valley, one of the original schools to combine back in the days when Cattaraugus and Little Valley went together. But now one of the few schools that haven't combined again. But they still graduate 50 to 60 kids. I mean, there's still a decent student pool to play some football players from, and they just don't seem to have any size or any players. And a couple of players on the varsity team aren't even playing tonight, I'm assuming due to injuries, as this team is really struggling this year, losing every week big. They've given up almost 230 points on the year before this game, so approaching 300 points given up, and have only scored 14 on the year, and the halftime is over, and CSP has finished their stretching, but I do not see Little team coming back out at all anymore. I'm not sure if they lost track of time there with the halftime or what is going on here.
Maybe they've had enough.
Yeah, there is some discussion. Officials over there on the far side, but
this has a very eerie feeling to it. The officials, it looks like they're talking to Coach Harper. Yeah, he's going to come over here and he's got some sort of hand signal that I don't know. 3 minutes. Going to put that. There they come.
Okay.
Yep. They're going to put that darn 3-minute stretching time on the halftime clock, in which no one does any stretches at all. So I just don't know why they don't make it 15 minutes. But what do I know? But that was very spooky. It just was a very very eerie feeling, but. It's a beautiful facility. I mean, they got all the merger money when Catt Little Valley went together. This is like a Division III football complex here. They've got an 8-lane outdoor track that's just pristine.
Beautiful track.
Yep, just perfect. It gets very little use because they have so few athletes. They have had a handful of decent track athletes over the years, but, that typically means, 1 or 2 really good kids and, 7 or 8 pretty marginal kids. So it's not like they have a team that can compete for anything, but beautiful facility, and the football is just pristine. I mean, it's just as nice a complex as we play on, and it's got to be 15, 18 years old now, Beamer.
Young, much. It's not that old. We did not. I did not play on this field, and I last played here in 2007, and I believe this happened in early 2010. So I think it's only about 10 years old.
Okay.
Yep. I played under what I'd basically call some fog lights. And I think they just plugged them in outside. It was very dim. It was not this nice facility.
I do think they were temporary lights. I think I was over here for that. They brought in some portable poles, and it was pretty dimly lit. But, that was...
Well, I think it was just bad lighting, because I played here also my freshman year, as the team won a playoff game here that year. And I don't think you could see more than 30 yards because the lighting was so dim on the old field used to have here. Now they have this nice new facility, very nice. Only 4 lights on here, but very bright, very good. The turf is beautiful here. They actually even have medical tents here on the sideline. And there's a baseball field behind it. The field goal posts are very nice. The scoreboard is very nice.
Press box
is beautiful.
Seating.
We actually have our own little section tonight. Yeah. But the weather's beautiful, and anybody wants to throw out some topics on the Facebook Live chat, we can give our thoughts on the game going on, or how terrible of an umpire Angel Hernandez is, or
how bad the Ryder Cup team
is, or the Bills-Dolphins matchup this weekend that is very good. And I have been my Sunday was saved when the CBS station in Erie decided to show the Bills game over the Steelers game, as I have a birthday party to attend that morning, and it was going to not allow me to watch the Bills game. But thank you to CBS and Erie for showing the Bills game instead. With this break, second half will be starting up soon, but let's go ahead and thank our title sponsors this year.
The Corry Federal Credit Union is the platinum sponsor of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream. The Corry Federal Credit Union would like to wish the Wolfpack the best of luck this season. The Corry Federal Credit Union has been serving the community since 1958. They offer a wide range of financial and banking services for you and your business. The Corry Federal Credit Union is located at 728 Worth Street in Corry, 56 North Main Street in Union City, 315 Main Street in Spartanburg, and online at corryfcu.org. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Corry Federal Credit Union, a not-for-profit organization, for their support of CSP Wolfpack football play-by-play. CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is powered by Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for being a major sponsor of CSP Sports.
Welcome back to Cattaraugus County as CSP is set to kick off here from their own 40-yard line. Score is 49-0. CSP with a absolutely dominating first half, Catt Little Valley was not able to convert or pick up one first down, probably has negative yardage on offense, and took them 4 possessions to even register a defensive tackle from their defense today. But we're going to start the third quarter here. Bryce Hinsdale once again set to kick off here. And actually, I think this is no longer Bryce Hinsdale. I think that might be, let's try and get a number on that in the kickoff here. It's going to be a short kickoff down to about the 25-yard line. Looks like Carter Brink. It's going to be fielded at the 22 right there. It's going to go across the 25, get a couple yards, break a tackle, and finally driven down at the 33 as Catt Little Valley's crossed the 30-yard line for the first time this game.
It was Carson Pinzak, number 16.
Pinzak, okay. Yep. Nice kick down to about the 20-yard line, and once again, good coverage here by the Wolfpack coverage team. Catt Little Valley will start at their own 34-yard line as we're going to see the full second, third team I would expect for the second half here. I would not expect one starter to play anymore in this game, barring some injuries, but we have enough depth on this team that I expect on it. Running clock here in the second half as basically I don't know if they're going to stop it for anything. CSP is going to come out in the 4-4 front. Benzik once again shotgun formation. He's waiting for the snap. Snap's good. He's going to hand it off to running back. He's going to have a little lane across the 34 up to maybe about the 35, gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play. Looks like we got on the tackle there, looks like number 22, Travis Owens still in the game, but looks like the linebackers, Brandon Keefe and 77, Colton Rhodes.
Yeah, that's a great call on that gang tackle. Again, even with the 2s and 3s, we have 4 or 5 guys making that tackle. It's just flying to the ball. First contact makes the attempt to tackle, and the other guys ensure the stop. So really nice job.
Tim White is in the defense on corner, and we also have Azil Rivera at the other corner. And we'll get you who's playing safety in a second. Benzik, once again, shotgun formation. He's going to run a little option to the right side. He's going to keep it out there. And he's going to break a tackle out there and then be met at about the 37-yard line out there. Looks like number 20, Tim White on the tackle. And looks like number 59, Noah Skrzyński out there helping to make the stop. 2 yards on the quarterback keeper.
That's going to be 2nd and 7. Got to be 3rd and 7. Yep, 3rd and 7. So at least there's a little bit of positive yardage for the Timberwolves, but still 3rd and long from their own 32-yard line. They have yet to cross the 50 or even get close to the 50 for that matter.
Have yet to pick up a first down, too. So once again, in Catt Little Valley, Doc, just they haven't changed the formation either. It's been the same shotgun formation, 2 backs, 1 split, 1 left, 1 right. Benzik, shotgun's going to be looking to pass. He's got a man open out there. It's going to be incomplete to the receiver's hands at the 45 as he actually had some room to run and would have been enough for a first down there. And honestly, Doc, couldn't be a easier ball to catch right there, but it falls incomplete, and I believe we're going to see the punting unit once again.
Well, it was a pretty well-thrown ball, and the kid just wasn't able to, maybe a hair bit high, but he wasn't able to go up and bring that ball down. Certainly a very catchable ball. Would have been nice to see him get a first down, but nice and accomplishing it are two separate things.
Snap's good, no pressure on it. Good kick on this one here. It's going to take the returner down to the 40-yard line to be tackled immediately. He didn't fair catch it. Jumped on by a Wolfpack defender there at the 35-yard line. But Timberwolves had a chance there as Wolfpack was eager to return that, but great coverage by the Timberwolves.
And a nice kick that allowed the Catt Little Valley coverage to get down. And, maybe we're a little bit aggressive on fielding those punts. Again, I think a lot of bad things can happen when you're trying to catch a punt, particularly when this time of the night when it's getting a little bit chillier and there's got to be a little bit of dew and wetness on the ball. But we've muffed a couple punts tonight. Maybe that's something we can work on next week in practice.
Running clock here, 8:05 left in the third quarter. Carson White in at quarterback. And he's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off across the left side. And he's going to be tackled for only about 2 yards right there. I'm not sure who was on the carry there, if that was Jordan Mescal or not. We'll wait to see who comes up from the pile. Looks like that might be Pinzak. Nope, that is Jordan Mescal. He's going to take it across the left side, pick up 1, maybe 2 yards right there. as a nice defensive play there by the Timberwolf defensive line.
Yeah, as many times you see with the 2s and 3s, there was a little bit of fumble on the exchange between the quarterback and the running back, and just didn't allow for a nice rhythm or a nice symphony, nice timing on that play. So short gain on the play, 2nd and 8 or 9.
I formation here. Carson White under center. He's going to send 1 to the left, 1 in the slot here. White under center, long count right here. And it's going to be a give to the fullback right there. He's got some room. He's got it across the 50. Nice. I'm sorry, the 45. That's going to be about a 10-yard pickup there and a first down, as looks like number. Did you get a number on that, Doc?
I tell you, I had
20 Tim White on that.
Yeah, the number I had was number 77, Colton Rhodes, from a new offensive lineman, made a really nice, it looked like the old wedge blocking play. I don't really know how they exactly set that up, but the Wolfpack offensive line was able to push the Timberwolves a good 5-6 yards down the field for another CSP first down.
Twins left, White under center, Mescal and White in the backfield. It's going to be a keeper by White. He's going to roll to his left. He's got a man open in the flat, and it's going to be a great catch there by, looks like number 20, Tim White out there. It's going to pick up maybe 4 or 5 on the play. Nice throw by Carson on that play, and a nice little 4-yard pickup.
Yeah, it was a nice catch. The ball was thrown a little bit behind him, and he was able to go back and go up and make that snag, and got knocked out of bounds on the far sideline.
Yeah, and actually that was the other sophomore on the varsity team, Cameron Einek, on the catch right there. The JV connection. They've had a couple big games on the JV side, so getting some reps here in a varsity game. White's going to go under center once again. I formation. Mescal the deep back there. Twins to the right. It's going to be a give to Mescal to the right side. He's got some room across the 50-yard line, and he's going to try and beat a guy to the sideline. Going to break a tackle right there and be finally driven down at about the, looks like 44-yard line. It's going to be about a yard short of the first down, but a nice 5-yard pickup there for Jordan Mescal.
Yeah, this is a little bit more fun. The talent disparity is not near what it was in the first half. So CSP is still moving the ball very methodically, very conservative offense, short passes, a number of rushes, and continuing to move the ball, but only in chunks of 3 or 4 yards per play. 3rd and 1, tight formation. Looks like they're going to run something in between the tackles.
White under center. He's got Mescal and White in the back. There's going to be a fullback give right there. He's going to easily have the first down right there, as it looks like number 20, Tim White's going to drive forward all the way down to the 39, pick up 5 yards, and that's going to be another Wolfpack first down.
And again, that looked like some new version of the old wedge blocking. Number 65, Andrew Spiesman, spearheading that wedge. A solid 5 or 6 yard gain on that quick hitter to the first man through the fullback for another CSP first down.
Once again, running clock here in the third quarter, as there's 4:45 left here in the third quarter. CSP up 49-0. Carson White under center. He's going to have a tight Twins left out to the left side. White and Mescal in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep play to actually Carson Pinzak. He's going to go across the 35. He's got a block out there across the 30. He's going to break another tackle at 25. Still on his feet. Cuts it back in. Once again, finally brought down at the 12-yard line. Ball comes loose, but he was down by contact. Really nice run there by Carson Pinzak, showing off some speed and elusiveness and picking up 28 yards.
Yeah, Carson Pinzak is just a junior, so he'll another one of those juniors that are going to be back next year. He'll be gaining another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle on that frame, so he's going to be even more effective next year than he is this year. But a nice run on the far sideline on that play. 1st and 10. CSP from the Catt Little Valley 12-yard line.
Now it looks like it's back at the 14. Carson White under center here. He's got Mescal in the backfield. Tim White fullback position. It's going to be a pitch out to Mescal. Tim White's going to get a big block out there across the 10. It's going to spring Mescal into the side the 5, and he dives down to the 1-yard line. Should be enough for another Wolfpack first down. Gain of 10 or 12 on the play for Jordan Mescal. Tim White with a nice leading block out there.
Well, it's the same old story. Very well blocked at the point of attack. Nice run by the CSP runner, just short of the goal line. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 1.5 yard line. I doubt that Catt Little Valley will be able to keep the Wolfpack out of the end zone for what would be their 8th touchdown.
Yep. CSP is going to come out in the I formation. Travis Owens deep back here. Tim White in the back. Looks like we have a new quarterback, Dalton Richards, in there at center. He's going to hand it off to Travis Owens. He's going to be blown up in the backfield, and he's actually going to lose 2 yards on the play. Great penetration there by the Catt Little Valley defensive line, and the first negative play yardage-wise for CSP today.
Yeah, very well defended on the part of Catt Little Valley. They are in their goal line defense, and they shot both their inside linebackers. And they had 4 defenders, and we had 3 blockers, and was able to get Travis Owens for a 3-yard loss. Going to be second and goal from the 4-yard line.
Azel Revere is going to split out to the left, and it looks like Ryan Perry's also going to split out there. I formation, Owens in the backfield. It's going to be a sweep play to him. He's got a block from Tim White in front of him, and Travis Owens is going to stiff arm a man into the end zone, and that is going to be another Wolfpack touchdown. Travis Owens takes it in from 4 yards out and scores on a sweep play as the CSP Wolfpack go up 55-0 with 2 minutes left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Travis Owens, a big, solid fullback, running back type player, a hard runner, really solid defender. I really love how that kid plays defense, but getting an opportunity to rush the football a little bit here in the second half, and it looks like we have Bryce on to try the 8th extra point.
Kick is up. Kick appears to be good. And with that, we are going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Clymer Hardware and Home Center, serving the Clymer area since 1873 with all your hardware needs at 8746 West Main Street and online at ClymerHardwareandHomeCenter.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack from Clymer Hardware and Home Center.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Countertop Solutions, a proud supporter of Wolfpack athletics. Countertop Solutions wishes the Wolfpack luck in their pursuit of excellence on the field.
Carson Pinzak with the kickoff here. It's going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line right there. It's going to be taken across the 20 and then brought down right there by a couple of Wolfpack defenders. Looks like number 33. That is Austin Graves, the junior, on the tackle. And that is going to be the last play of the third quarter as the Wolfpack end the third quarter with a 55-0 lead. And with that, we are going to send it back to the station for these commercials.
Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Bush Septic Services, serving the local area since 1959. Austin White can be reached at 716-355-8843 or at bushsepticservices.com. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Bush Septic Services for their support.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack football is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Crotty Chevrolet, located at 45300 Route 6 at the Y in Columbus. Crotty Chevrolet is proud to support the 2022 CSP Wolfpack. Play hard, believe in yourself and each other. Vehicles are available for viewing online at crottychevy.com. Phone is 814-581-4094. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Crotty Chevrolet for their support.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is brought to you by Panama Auto Center, offering automotive service, New York State inspection, and more. Located at East Main Street in Panama or on Facebook. Phone 716-782-2110. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Panama Auto Center for their support.
And welcome back to the campus here of Cattaraugus Little Valley. Beautiful new campus out here. Nice turf field, nice track, nice facility. Wolfpack leading 55-0 as we start the fourth quarter with a running clock here, as I only expect 1 or 2 possessions left in this game. Catt Little Valley, once again, shotgun formation, first down, thrown 20. It's going to be a pitch play. It's going to be a backwards, and it's going to be tackle for a loss there. Number 55, Blaine Rumahai, for the Wolfpack leading the charge, going to be about a loss of 4 on the play.
Those toss pitch plays just require a little too much timing. Our 2s and 3s are well equipped to be able to defend that play, and unless that pitch or toss is just right on the money, the quarterback or the running back is kind of fumbling around to try to catch the ball, gives the CSP defenders time to react to the play, and results in a 5-yard loss.
Timberwolves once again shotgun here. Going to send 2 receivers out to the left, one to the right. Slight change in the formation. Still going to be in the shotgun here. CSP showing some blitz right there. Got immediate pressure on the quarterback. It's going to be hit as he throws. It's going to be picked off right there. And that's going to be ran back in for a touchdown by number 42, Bryce Posker, with his second touchdown on the day. We'll call that about a 28-yard interception return for a touchdown as CSP goes up 61-0.
Well, that's our first pick 6 of the night, but that was a direct result of big pressure on the quarterback. He had no place to go. Pressure was coming from the right, from the left, and from up front, and he threw the ball sooner than what he wanted to. And Bryce Posker made a nice play on the ball and scampered into the touchdown, the end zone untouched.
And it looks like Bryce Hinsdale will be on to attempt his 9th.
Boy, has he got a big leg.
We must have a... Nope, that is...
63.
Yeah, they had the score wrong, actually. That's what I was getting through, Doc, because I was, I'm pretty good at my multiplication tables. In my mind, I'm going 9 times 60, 9 times 7 is 63, and they've only got us up for 62.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what the official score is, because they might be stealing a point from Bryce Hinsdale tonight.
I know that they would be annoyed if they thought he missed an extra point, but I'm pretty sure it's 63.
And the scoreboard's going to read 62. We think it is 63 up here in the booth. But nonetheless, CSP up big, running clock here in the third quarter. 9:25 left here. And, once again, Doc, I know you thanked them earlier, but really want to thank our sponsors this year. We have a ton of sponsors, both from the Clymer, Corry, Panama areas. They allow us to put this broadcast on for you, to provide for the equipment and the travel, and to be able to show these games to people who do not live in the area, who cannot attend a game. And we want to thank them, once again. Line drive and kickoff here for Pinzac. It's going to be fielded about the 10-yard line right there. It's going to take it across the 20, down to the 25, and finally brought down there by a host of CSP defenders at the 33. Looks like number 55, Blaine Rumahai, and Colton Rhodes on the tackle right there. And
yeah, we've been working on it. We noticed that too. They said your grandson missed a kick.
And with 8:27 here on the fourth quarter, Catt Little Valley once again on offense from their own 34-yard line. Some of the sponsors, our main sponsors this year, the Corry Federal Credit Union, who sponsor the game and the halftime show. Lictus Oil Propane in Clymer, New York, our kickoff sponsor this year, as the kickoff is a Lictus Oil Propane. And Catt Little Valley's got to take a timeout here. So with the timeout on the field, we are going to take a timeout in the station.
Feelin Saucy in Sherman, New York is a proud supporter of Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Serving pizza, subs, wings, and more at 111 West Main Street in Sherman. Phone 716-234-4014. Go Wolfpack from Feelin Saucy.
CSP Wolfpack coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating, Plumbing, and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street, Corry, PA. They offer residential and light commercial new services as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at FlixHeatingPlumbingandAC.com. We thank Steve Daniels Electric and Flix Heating and Plumbing for their support of Wolfpack football coverage.
Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance, with offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown. J. Edwards Insurance is always available for a review of your home, auto, and business insurance. We treat you like family. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Welcome back to Cattaraugus as Catt Little Valley tries to get a little trickery here out of the timeout, runs a reverse play, but Bryce Posker and number 59 Noah Skarzinski were not fooled on the play, and results in no gain as Timberwolves are tried something to get some positive yardage here.
Yeah, they get an A+ for effort on that play. Playing against our 2s and 3s, that's a good time for them to run a little misdirection like that. And who knows, they might have been able to gain some positive yardage, or maybe even a first down, or God knows, maybe a touchdown.
Benzel back to throw. He's got a little pressure on it. He's going deep with it. He's got a man down there. He's also got Tim White. Oh! Almost comes up with a diving interception on it, but can't complete the pick. And that pass is going to be incomplete. Good coverage by Tim White deep down the field.
They actually threw that ball.
The quarterback,
20, 35 yards, yeah.
The quarterback is, and actually I think he's a backup quarterback. As number 10 DJ, I cannot say that last name. I'd say Zeta. Is hurt this game, the junior. Like I said, the quarterback looks a pretty good athlete. There's just nobody around there to help or block or do anything. And we got some other people watching from Germantown, Maryland, and the subdivision of Clymer, North Clymer. Catt Little Valley once again shotgun formation. We got one split to the left, one right. Benzik in the shotgun formation. It's a slow snap out there. He's got immediate pressure on him. He's going to throw it left, and it's going to be incomplete. Looks like 42 Bryce Posker out there. Looks like 65 Andrew Spiesman with some pressure on that. And then number 56, Jacob Allen from his defensive tackle spot. Good job by the Wolfpack defense with only a four-man rush to get pressure on the quarterback.
Well, they just kind of pin in their ears back and, go through a double team or a triple team. Our 2s and 3s are really pretty good players. And again, they're of decent size, too. I mean, they're $180, 200 pounds type of thing. And a lot of the Catt Little Valley kids are weighing in at $150 soaking wet. So it's going to be 4th and 9. And again, they're electing not to punt the ball. So on the turnover and downs, if CSP is able to stop them, it'll be CSP ball.
Benzik's going to do that sweep out again. There's going to be a little room out there across the 35. He's going to break a tackle. He's out in the clear. Across the 50. Down to the 45. Finally driven down at the 40-yard line by Bryce Posker. And that is the first down of the game. And I apologize for our Facebook Live viewers missing that play there. But that's going to be about a 25-yard pickup there. And two good things for Doc. First down of the game, and they are now in positive yardage for their offense.
And over the 50-yard line for the first time.
Correct.
So, yeah, so three good things.
So the Timberwolves are going to have first down from the CSP 40. It's their first snap in opposing territory with 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Once again, we do have a running clock here, as this game will probably be over, in the next 5 minutes probably, barring a touchdown by either side. Catt Little Valley is going to send twins out to the right. Benzik in the shotgun. He's going to look to throw, looking right. Immediate pressure on him. He's got a man open there, and it's going to be incomplete at the 35-yard line as he overthrows his intended receiver, Bryce Posker and Tim White in coverage.
I tell you, if they're going to throw that medium depth out pass pattern, that's a recipe for another pick six because the kid can throw the ball a little bit, but he doesn't get much steam on it, and the ball is in the air so long that it really gives the defensive back a ton of time to react to that play. So we'll see how it goes, but
and that play's open from the start. I mean, that's just a read to your quarterback. Just tell him, hey, get the ball and throw it. He's kind of waiting for him to get out in the flat, and he's open right away because we're playing soft off coverage here, and it's going to be a pitch play by quarterback Benzik. He's going to take it up across the 40-yard line, get to the 38, and then be met there by a host of Wolfpack. defenders. 42 Posker on the tackle, number 55, and that is Blaine Romahai leading the charge there for the Wolfpack defense.
Well, that's really nice to see the 2s and 3s in the game. You mentioned this maybe even before the game, if not certainly early in the first quarter. Tons of opportunity for the 2s and 3s to play tonight. They practice all year long just like the 1s do, and they're just as much you win and lose in football and basketball as a team, and they are important parts of the cog of the CSP program, and I think we have a really good team this year.
Absolutely, as the Wolfpack looking to improve to 5-0 with another Class D win, 3-0 in the division and 2-0 against Class C opponents. As this play goes absolutely nowhere. Number 33, Dylan Swanson in the game for Catt Little Valley, loses a couple yards on the play. Fourth and round 9 or 8 coming up here for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and this blocker just got steamrolled by 3 Wolfpack defenders. That was not a pleasant collision.
And we have an injury timeout on the field, so we're going to take a timeout to the station.
Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by J.H. Napa Auto Parts. Your local Napa store stocks auto parts, tools and equipment, and other items for heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farming equipment. Located at 955 North Center Street and NapaOnline.com. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by John Wiggers and Son, offering a wide variety of products for farming, landscaping, snow removal, beekeeping, and maple syrup products. Located at 7700 Route 474 North Clymer. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks John Wiggers and Son for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football coverage is provided in part by Keo Vlogs at KeoVlogs.com and on YouTube, taking viewers on hunts that remind them of their own hunting endeavors. Keo Vlogs wishes the best for the Wolfpack this season.
4th and 9 coming up here for the Timberwolves from the CSP 39-yard line. Benzik back in the shotgun formation. He's going to have immediate pressure on by Spiesman. He's going to try and get rid of it. He's going to have no chance on it. That's going to be about a 10-yard loss there as number 65, Andrew Spiesman, has had a great game from his defensive end position here in the second half.
Yeah, and I think he got some help.
And with this break in with the possessions, we're going to thank our last sponsors for the game.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Mosier's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosier's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosierscarpeting.com. Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support. Support for CSP Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Sherman Livestock at 4150 Sherman Mayville Road. Auctions are every Tuesday and Thursday. More info is available at 716-499-1362 and on Facebook.
Support for coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Triple E Manufacturing and Design. Triple E Manufacturing and Design offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. Located at 117 Osborne Street in Sherman and at tripleemfg.com. Phone 800-295-4282. The Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream thanks Triple E Manufacturing and Design for their support.
Support for Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream is provided in part by Utegg's Body Shop in Corry, offering collision repair and refinishing along with frame straightening services. 699 East Smith Street in Corry or at uteggsbodyshop.com. Phone 814-663-2562. Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Utegg's Body Shop for their support.
Dwayne Woods at Woods Auto Parts Napa in Sherman supports this broadcast of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union Sports Stream. Woods offers Napa auto parts for almost anything, including small engines. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Woods Auto Parts Napa for their support. Coverage of Wolfpack football on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream is provided in part by Whiteland Surveying in Clymer, providing land surveys for Chautauqua and Cattaraugus counties in New York and Erie, Warren, and Crawford counties in Pennsylvania. Phone 716-499-8410. Find them online at mwhitepls.com. The Channel 98.9 sports stream thanks Whiteland Surveying for their support.
And that'll do it for tonight's game, as with about 2.5 minutes left, CSP will just take a couple knees, and they are going to, and the scoreboard's already off, but Doc, a commanding 63-0 lead. We're not going to do much of a post-game show today because the complete domination from the Wolfpack today. They do pick up their 5th win of the year, 3rd win in Class D, and they'll have a game next week, homecoming weekend, actually. I'm sure all the kids are excited for that. And I believe it is against Salamanca at home, and I believe it is in Clymer. That will be a 1:30 kickoff next week, next Saturday, the 7th. Once again, we'll be bringing that game live to you on the 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream, and as always, live on Facebook, too. So the last thing we have to do, Doc, is the Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game. And I'll let you nominate who you're going to do it for today.
Okay, well, I have a little wrinkle here. Bryce Posker, kind of an unsung hero amongst the Tate Catt nieces and the Bryce Hinsdales and the Alex Barmores and the Carter Brinks of the team. A solid runner, opened the scoring with a 65-yard touchdown run, first play from scrimmage, and he also had a pick six for a touchdown in the fourth quarter as well. Played some more defensive reps than what he typically does. So, I would nominate Bryce for the Karate Chevrolet Player of the Game.
Yeah, started off the game with that nice 65-yard touchdown run, and basically the route was on from there. And I agree with you, Doc. Nice game by Bryce Posker. Starting tailback this year, does a nice job running the football, runs tough. Coach Harper talked about such a great offseason he had this year, and he's a very hard worker. And with that, that'll do it for tonight here in Cattaraugus County as the Wolfpack come out victorious 63-0 over the Timberwolves.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack football coverage on the Channel 98.9 Corry Federal Credit Union sports stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is brought to you by Lictus Oil and Propane, Panama Auto Center, J. Edwards Insurance, Necker's Company General Store, Woods Auto Parts Napa and Woods Power Sports, Olson's Auto Repair, Countertop Solutions, Whiteland Surveying, Bush Septic, Triple E Manufacturing and Design, Sherman Livestock, Utegg's Body Shop, J.H. Napa Auto Parts, Cornerstone Restaurant, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services, Clymer Hardware and Home Center, Mosier's Carpeting, John Wiggers and Son, Keo Vlogs, and Feelin Saucy, and the Corry Federal Credit Union. Join us next time for all the action, channel989.org.